This is a Pubcast Shot. I'm John Loomer. Why aren't people acting on your ads? Let's go. So I've found that there's a fundamental flaw in how most advertisers react to bad results. And once this approach is corrected, it changes everything. Let me explain with a common scenario. So you're running a campaign for sales, and you're just not getting results. Not enough sales to make your ads worthwhile. You start thinking about what went wrong. Are you targeting the right audience? Maybe you need to create a new ad set targeting your lookalike audiences. Are you using the right optimization? Maybe you should optimize for something further up the funnel. Are CPM costs too high? Maybe you need to use manual bidding or use some other trick to help get that down. Are you wasting money on low-performing placements? Maybe you need to remove some. While all of these solutions are usually misguided, there's an even worse response. You throw up your hands and you blame Meta. You'll say, I had great results last week, but now Meta screwed things up. Or, Meta's just wasting my money. Or, it's because of all those terrible automations and optimizations. Or, I don't know what Meta did, but it's not my fault. These conspiracy theories are always unhelpful for a long list of reasons. I've even covered this before and recorded an entire episode on those conspiracy theories. But the main thing to understand here is that we're putting our focus on the wrong things. If you're not getting the results you want, there is one very specific question you need to ask. Why aren't people acting on my ads? That question will send you in the right direction. Look at your ads from the perspective of your potential customer. Do not look at them with your brand goggles on. Does it grab your attention? Does it answer your questions? Does it inspire an action? Be honest. When my ads aren't producing the desired results, which honestly is a lot, I know it's time to start over. I start with customer personas. Who are the groups of people I'm trying to attract? Do some research. Then I start thinking about their pain points. What are the very specific and unique problems that they're facing? What does their life look like? And how does my product solve that problem? And you won't have a single obvious combination of ad copy and creative here, but use these personas and pain points as your focus for creating new ads. You want to generate lots of options so that hopefully something's going to hit. And don't forget your offer. If no one is acting on your ad, it might be because the offer just isn't all that interesting. And finally, do not forget about your landing page. If people aren't acting on your ad, it might be because the website experience is terrible. Maybe the ad was great, but the website loads slowly. It's confusing. It doesn't inspire confidence. It requires way too many steps than is necessary. Fix those things. So here's the bottom of the glass. When you're not getting the results you want, focus on the ads themselves. Should I say it again? When you aren't getting the results you want, focus on the ads themselves. Stop wasting your time obsessing over campaign construction, all the various levers that you can pull, and stop blaming Meta. This is also why you should take a simplified approach, right? If you've minimized your campaigns and ad sets, if you've optimized for conversions and hopefully purchases, and you're not micromanaging stuff like targeting and placements, the entire focus is the ads. Once that's your focus, you're always one good ad away from the results you want. This is far more productive than spinning your wheels and wasting your time on things that just won't matter. Something I'm looking to prioritize in this stage of my life. When I say this stage of my life, the kids are getting older. I'm not coaching baseball teams and busy with all of that kid stuff as much as I once was, say, 5 years ago. I want to do more public speaking. Now, I've done a decent amount over the years. Look, I started this business way back at the end of 2011. And for a while there, I was doing at least one speaking engagement every single year. So I'm not your typical polished public speaker who is on the circuit at all times and repeating and rehashing the same presentation and maybe making it better every time traveling around the world. No, because I prioritized during these many years spending more time with my family, my kids, and that's really what was most important to me. But now they're getting older. 2 of the 3 have moved out of the house as I record this. Third isn't far behind, and I need to stay busy. And one of those things, public speaking. So if you have an event where you have an audience of meta advertisers, especially agencies, not just beginners. We're not talking about people who have never advertised before, but those who want to cut through the fluff, cut through the BS, just have someone give it to them straight about what is going on right now with meta advertising and how you should approach it. I'm your guy. If you want to discuss your event and my place in it, go to me@johnloomer.com. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time, do awesome things. I'm out.